Good morning everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. I hope you're all doing great and welcome to this new video while I make my lamp a little bit less bright. But hope you are having a great start of this weekend so far. In this video we're going to do a full update on Bitcoin. In the last 24 hours, I mean yesterday I did my middle of the day market update, of course. I think the price was then around this point of control area at 104.5, and since then, I mean, the price action has continued to be very constructive, right? I mean, yesterday evening into the night, we've seen a bit of a pullback, but now on the 1 hour time frame, we're even respecting the trend, which is quite interesting, and that actually means that we can have some more bullish momentum. And my bias at this point of time is a little bit strange, because ultimately I think we have a chance to actually turn this at least on the lower time frames into an uptrend, but ultimately I still think stability, and maybe with that stability also a pullback to fill those imbalances here to the downside, is a little bit more likely. I just think you should keep in mind that we can actually turn this beautiful recovery into a continuation into our main resistance level, which I would say, you know, we have local resistance at 106,000. That's the value area high of the price action since Friday the 30th of May, so basically for the last week. But then the value area high of the price action from earlier in May right here, so from the 9th of May, so basically for the last month, is around 108,000. Let's make it easy and keep it with round numbers. So yeah, first of all, if you did not watch my middle of the day market update yesterday, I think the recovery from Bitcoin has been incredibly good after hitting that major support zone here at 101,000. I wish I would have bought more, right? I bought Bitcoin right here between 101,000 and 100,500. I had set limits at intervals of about $500. So I did buy some Bitcoin at the bottom, but it was much less than I would have wanted to. And since then, you can see that we had a very constructive recovery. You can see that the open interest has gone up slightly here, but the open interest compared to the move up we've had is not that bad, first of all, and a lot of the open interest that has been created, right? So the positions that have been opened, that is what open interest essentially is. A lot of that has also been in short positions. And that is also, look, you can see right here, we had quite a lot of open interest coming in yesterday during the US session. Some of that is long orders being opened, of course, but I would argue that the majority have been short orders, which is interesting, all right? Because that could go both ways. I mean, at some point of time, they will have to de-risk, I'd say. At this point of time, in combination with the strong recovery we've had, in combination with the 1 hour time frame structure we're forming here, that makes me slightly more bullish, or slightly more optimistic about getting a potential bullish recovery first before filling those imbalances here to the downside. Or not even filling these imbalances soon either way, right? I mean, we created, with the recovery, we created imbalances right here between 102,500 and 103,200. At some point of time, we are going to fill those, right? We're 100% going to fill those. However, for now, I'd say it's a little bit more likely, given the strong support right here at the 1 hour trend, given the strong support at the 7-day rolling VWAP, I would say it's a little bit more likely we will actually get a continuation of recovery here over the course of the weekend. I actually think that the weekends will be quite active. So that seems most likely. Maybe a pullback, maybe a little bit of a sharper pullback into 103,900 or 104,000. But ultimately, short term, this is what I expect. And then at some point of time, we will find major resistance and we will still pull back into 102,000. And then on the higher time frames, it's my thoughts at this point of time are that it's going to be quite boring, and that we are going to get into a consolidation, but a high time frame consolidation can still bring about some trends on the lower time frames, right? So yeah, that's what I would say is most likely regarding Bitcoin right now, or that's at least some things I think you need to know for this weekend. And lastly, I also wanted to end this video by reminding you that this is still a fundamentals market, right? We have seen over the last 2 months that if we get news over the course of the weekend regarding anything that matters, trade deals, geopolitical situations, it will make the markets move. Markets are still very sensitive to that. So keep that in mind. But I think most of you, or at least I hope most of you already know that. So for now, that's it. Thank you for watching. Take care and bye.